Today's video is specifically about how to use clear wax and dark wax together on furniture to give it depth and shading. This full DIY tutorial will help you be completely confident going into your waxing project. But first, hi, my name is Kristen, and I am known as the Broken Masterpiece. I take furniture from the trash and find the masterpiece within. I also dabble in home DIYs, and most recently am adding my Amazon review videos here. Check out all these videos on my channel. Subscribing is free, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and post a comment below. I love it when you guys comment. To see the full tutorial of this piece, you can click in the top right there. That is the full 20-minute tutorial on this piece from start to finish, but basically we're gonna jump right in. I used my Wagner Flexio 5000 to spray a custom mix of paint right over the top of the primer on this piece. You don't have to seal in regular paints that you get from the store that already have a lacquer, enamel, anything that already has a finish in them, but furniture paint like this. So I'm using a blend of Dixie Belle paints. You can use General Finishes, you can use Lily Moon. There's so many amazing furniture paints out there. Katja even just came out with her own line, but all of them need sealing because all of them are porous, and that helps them adhere to furniture so well. Even if you buy the all-in-one paints, I still coat these because I've seen so many people apply these to their furniture and then find out later they scratch too quickly. There are amazing top coats that you can use for furniture paint sealing, and all of these I've used and they're all amazing, but today we are going to learn how to seal your furniture just with clear wax and then with dark wax to give it some detail and depth. This is Johnson Paste Wax. Now, this stuff's kind of stinky. Make sure you're working in a well-ventilated area or wear a respirator. But this is what it looks like. I brought everything inside because it's 55 degrees outside as the high today, and I needed all this to be more room temperature so it can be easily spread around. So it has warmed up. It's been in here for like an hour and a half. Basically, I'm just gonna get it out. I am going to smear it around on my brush and I'm gonna start applying it. Wax is really easy to apply. You really are just like brushing and you can hardly see it, but you are just getting the surface completely coated with the wax and getting it in every little groove. And then you're gonna let that dry for an hour, and then we're gonna buff it off, and that's when we're gonna do the dark wax. So this has been drying for just over an hour. So what you want to see here is the shine. You want to take a microfiber rag and you just want to buff it. You just want to buff, shine, and this is like your seal coat right here. This is sealing everything in and just making it like it looks like a matte color right now, and it's going to turn it into more of like a satin sheen. So you just want to like wrap it around your hands and just get in here and just buff. Remember, wax on, wax off. Try and get in every groove that you can, but remember that we're gonna dark wax this, so it's fine if you don't get into every crack and crevice, just the major ones. That's exactly what you want right there. And I notice I'm like missing some right here. So I'm gonna go back through and put it on any spot that's not giving me that sheen to make sure that it's fully covered. We don't want to be missing anything. Now it's time for the magic. This is Black Wax by Annie Sloan. It is super soft, especially if you take it inside for a little bit. You can heat it up if you want, but just be really cautious. Put it in like a bowl of warm water. I have a waxing brush that I use for darker colors like this, and so I get it out, I put it on a plate, I rub it out, I rub it into the surface, I make sure that I get it into the grooves that I want it to sit in, and then I go over it with steel wool that has a very high grit. So on this one, I'm using a quadruple 0 to make sure that I am not taking off too much and leaving it in the crack and crevice. Now, the cleaner your steel wool is, the better you're going to be able to get it off. And so just keep unrolling your roll and use a clean surface after you realize that you're not able to pull much off the surface. If you use a completely clean piece of steel wool and go over the big areas, it's going to completely take it off and leave it with this gorgeous, dark, mysterious, magic wax look. I ended up giving these armrests a double coat of the clear wax because there were some spots I needed to touch up with paint. And so then I'm going back over it with the clear wax. You really can't go wrong by doing that because it's only going to help give it that extra layer of protection. And if you were to put dark wax on a surface, a painted surface, where you don't have clear wax already, it is going to completely soak into the surface and you won't be able to buff it off with the steel wool like you see me doing. And so you do want to make sure that your entire surface is covered, and if you're nervous that it's not, just go ahead and give it an extra coat of that clear wax so that your steel wool can get the black wax exactly where you want it. For the clear coat, you want to leave it on for an hour before buffing it off. For the dark wax, whatever you're using, black or dark wax, you want to just work in sections and then wipe it off immediately. So it should sit on the surface for maybe 5 to 10 minutes before you go through with your steel wool and buff it off. You don't want this sitting on the surface for too long, soaking in. The key to steel wool is the kind of grit that you're using. So it's just like sandpaper. The higher the amount of zeros, the softer it's going to be. The lower amount, look, the really coarse ones like the 1, the 2 grit, those are going to be like metal cleaners, like the ones that you clean like a barbecue with. So you're going to want to use the really soft one. So I'm using a quadruple 0 for this piece. I started running out at this point and all I had left was a double 0, and if you go too hard with a double 0 even, you can start taking off some of the paint because it is still metal. You are scraping off your wax with metal. So the softer ones are really going to give it a gorgeous buff sheen. Take it off the areas that you want it and leave it in the cracks and crevices that you don't want it removed from. Now they come in rolls, and so you want to just unroll them as you go to make sure that you're using a clean surface each time. If you get too much wax in it, it's just not going to take off very much. You're going to be working way harder than you need to. You just want to unroll it as you go so it doesn't get all stuck together. Are you guys ready for the big reveal? Now this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. This bench already has a home. I had someone come by that was bringing us meals for the month of November while I was still recovering. She fell in love with it, and so I gifted it to her as a thank you for taking such good care of me during my recovery. If you have any questions about this project, please drop a comment below. I love interacting with you guys. And as always, subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, and thank you for following along for this furniture makeover.